This is gonna be another raw thoughts car video. Something I've been thinking about lately, and this has been pissing me off the past couple of days. Every time I see this, it's a somewhat of a headline slash narrative being talked about and shit like that on the internet. It's like people are saying that Democrats didn't have good messaging to men, and that men, like, how can I say, we're not feeling fulfilled, like they didn't have a narrative with the Democrats during the 2024 election and even other elections prior. And I'm here to tell you, while there might be instances of criticism where that's true, where the Democrats could have been more partisan, they could have been a lot more, if not anti-capitalist, at least a little more socially democratic with their messaging and their objectives. But here's the thing though. And one thing I learned as a grown-ass man, right? Sometimes you come to points in your life where there's a right and a wrong answer. And voting Republican as a young working class man is the wrong fucking answer. It seems like to me, as you can see by the title of this video, the reason why we have this problem in the first place, you know, and I'm a blue collar man. Look, my hat's dirty, blue collar, you know, right here. And it seems like a lot of men in this country have an obsession with impressing people that they will never meet in serving the interests of fucking white nationalism. And that is the main issue when it comes down to it in this country. It's not about Democrats, because it's like this. This lady was talking about building more housing and affordable apartments to make housing less expensive, giving people with children, like, you know, tax rebates and shit like that, helping people start small businesses, forgiving student loan debts, regulating and continuing to regulate the credit economy so people are growing up in less debt. So, and also, you know, forgiving people's student loans and shit like that. And it's like, when it comes down to it, you know, they were also a lot more pro-labor. They revamped the NLRB to be, you know, more pro-union and be more pro-worker. A lot of Democrats across the country were banning captive audience meetings, for example, for like anti-union screening videos and what have you. And so my point being is that when it comes down to it, though these policies were not the best thing in the world, they were undoubtedly working class policies, right? But you have a lot of men out here who are obsessed with a narrative, with this false notion of heroism, like they're standing up against the system, when a system that doesn't exist, right? Because instead of standing up against capitalism, white supremacy, bullying, you know, using that masculinity to create unity and love, brother and sisterhood, we got a bunch of jackasses running around, you know, trying to berate people and whining about non-fucking issues that don't fucking matter. And I give you like maybe one or two examples, maybe three if I feel like it, because I want to keep this video short. Like, for instance, right, there's a quote-unquote war on masculinity. When most people identify with the gender that they were assigned at birth, trans people are like 0.8% of the fucking population, and you don't really see trans people like that. But you got a lot of dumbasses that are hyper-narrativizing it trans issue and talking about they are, you know, just spreading lies, right? Because regardless of what you want to say about LGBT people in the Bible, there's a difference between saying something's a sin and then they're just straight up lying about shit. The people that are molesting children, excuse my language, or going into bathrooms, taking advantage of people and stuff, are regular straight men, cisgender men, especially cisgender white men who make up 75% of CP allegations and stuff like that. So this bullshit about, when it comes down to it, they are like endangering women while at the same time voting against anything that can help women and shit. And then it goes to the abortion thing. And this is just to force women, because these motherfuckers really think that that's going to force women to have families with them. But only thing it proves is that you're a self-absorbed prude who thinks all narratives apply and or are about you. And that's where the cataclysmic issue comes in. Is that all this fucking nonsense that men are loading on, and that includes a lot of black men too, because it's not just your groypers, your manga people, and your white nationalists too. We have a bunch of fake hoteps and FBAs and all these other black conservative jackasses and all manner of people who are simping for the system, simping for capitalism, a system does not seek to serve your ass, your broke ass, by the way. And I say that as a working class man. Here's a narrative, right? You can follow. You're broke. I'm broke, right? So instead of fighting against economic progress for your damn self, how about you vote in your best interest? How about you join the union? How about you work at the motherfucking soup kitchen instead of cowering in a fucking house talking about some I just need to hit the gym and take it? Why won't you do something to fucking make the world better? Like, y'all motherfuckers, literally, bro, this is why I don't make friends with men anymore. It's because every single subject you talk about, labor rights, gay rights, race relations, policing, and we have all, it's like so many men in this country have some dumbass conspiratorial narrative to cover their ass and fucking fluff the cock of the white nationalist or far right position on any given subject. And that's where the fucking problem comes in. It does not come in at people having bad messaging when people are just being ignorant and choosing not to listen to basic facts about things that can make life better for them. Like, you have a lot of motherfuckers, oh, he's going to give us a $2,000 check. Where the fuck are they? We didn't get shit, did we? We vote like a lot of motherfuckers, bro. Y'all voted for Trump and you didn't get shit. In fact, shit has lately in the past year or two in the past couple months, excuse my language, has gotten more expensive. And it will get more expensive as we go along. So again, tell me again how voting for Donald Trump or any other fucking Republican on any issue is a pro-man working class position. It's clearly not. What this is about is serving the interests of rich people and white supremacists. And I hate to break it to y'all. Here's another statistic you can Google. When you're broke or middle class, you're more likely to stay broke and middle class the rest of your life. It's rare that people that are completely flat broke move up into the top 1 or even 5 fucking percent. So get your head out of your ass, join your union, vote Democrat, and do something to make life better. And a lot of y'all motherfuckers, I'm gonna end on saying this, be wondering why y'all can't get laid. Y'all can't get laid. It's not even necessarily, it's other shit too. Like, you don't shower, or because a lot of y'all men are contemptible bad people. Y'all are the opposite of what a hero is. Y'all have the mentality of, I'm gonna save you whether you like it or not. So instead of fighting real issues like poverty, homelessness, racism, homophobia, sexism in the system, or just abroad in your community in general, y'all choose to indulge in these communities and make shit worse while also ignoring the economic reality that these policies are making your ass broke. Again, there's a right and a wrong answer when it comes to talking about this shit. And I don't understand why some men find it so difficult within inside themselves to just do the right motherfucking thing, to understand that there's bad actors at play, right? And then sometimes, right, when you hit them with all these facts about these different issues and shit, then all of a sudden is both parties are bad. Not denying that the Democrat Party is a capitalist puppet with fucking rich billionaires' hands up their asses almost as much as Republicans, but you cannot lie on the facts that one party is more pro-working class than the other. But instead, we have a bunch of numbskulls buck dancing around of all different races too, because it's not just white men, it's a lot of black men these days too, fucking buck dancing about shit that don't matter to them. Like, you have motherfuckers that are literally mad about drag races in California when they live in Nebraska. Shit like that. Shit that doesn't apply to them. Shit that doesn't matter. Shit that if you did a little bit of research into that, you will see that these issues are fucking non-issues. Instead, we have a bunch of solipsistic brats who say that, they don't when they are challenged on the bullshit that they believe, they lash out like little fucking girls instead of being a better man and doing what's necessary to protect their family and friends or those who they perceive that are weaker than them. And that's what the problem with men is. An obsession with white supremacy, an obsession with, I'm going to keep it real simple. Not going to say the patriarchy, where I'm going to say, I'll just say it there, but with gender expectation, obsession with homophobia and bullying and being the person who is the bully instead of being the person who is the solution to any of the problems that we deal with. Y'all let used car salesmen, greasy fuckwits like Patrick Bet-David tell you that unions knock the hustle. And then you got a lot of y'all motherfuckers that try to lie and be like I'm actually apolitical. You're not apolitical, bro. you're not apolitical. Because let's say like the next week or two, they announced that they're making a Black Gwen Stacy Spider-Woman movie. You will be all into the motherfucking politics, like a fucking Klan hood on Kanye. So fuck off. A lot of you men need to grow the fuck up and stop living inside of yourselves and see the world for what it is. You know, it might not be grand, you know, being what you are, being a working class man, but that's what the fuck you are. Time to wake up, smell the fucking vapor, and deal with the issues at hand instead of being an insecure little prick trying to piss down on and bully people who are weaker than you. And that's sincerely somebody who's married with a child who just got off work.